So don't come to England. We're full up. We're a small country. We want to look after our own people. But with all these migrants coming to our country, you're making it difficult. So don't come to England, okay?
It's not Britain no more, is it?
No. It's too much of a mixed bag, isn't it?
It is. I better not go into that.
And we're attracting too many people.
Yes, the wrong kind.
The wrong kind.
It's getting bad because they're also next to my house, and they piss on my door. They're tattooed up, and they smoke and they drink and they noise pollute, and it's becoming a menace. I mean, it's getting a little scary.
I don't know the problem of Africa. You people feel very comfortable, very happy in a place where you are not welcomed. Many Nigeria, they are suffering there, you know, and likewise other African countries. Let me tell you one of the experience where we say, man, I experienced for that UK, especially their old people. You understand? All those old women. These people will approach you maybe as if they love you. You hear them say, hey, hello, how are you? Then you tell them. The next thing, are you from Africa? You say, yes. You start hearing, go away, we don't want you here, okay? You understand? They don't want you in their country, but they enjoy telling their children and children's children about slavery. They enjoy telling their children how their forefather invaded Africa, destroyed everything, and carted away with our valuable stuff. But they don't want to see any Africans in their land. They don't want to see you in their country. Some people who are there will tell you that UK is good, this and that. It's maybe probably because of the benefit they are getting. You know, all those hungry people there, all those immigrants, you know, settle for less. You know, very annoying set of people. The white people, you are in their midst and they don't even like you, they don't welcome you. But you people feel you are enjoying, you are happy. They don't want to see you, but they always talk about colonization. They talk about slavery to their children every time in that UK there. That's the story they enjoy telling their children. They forcefully came to Africa, but they don't want you to come to their country even when you have the necessary paper. Nonsense.
Yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen, we're right here and all right, this is exactly the spot where a young man from Nigeria died last week Wednesday. Now you see the tent they were living in, you know, you can see it all the way down there, you know, and you just begin to imagine how are people expected to survive in this horrible condition with the current state of the weather. You know, with the cold out here, I can tell you, we can't even, some of us can't even stand 30 minutes outside of this cold, but yet human beings like you and I are living on these tents in these horrible conditions. I think it's about time that the African community come together and make our voices heard about this situation. It's about time.
What is being done to address this situation? This is un-Canadian. This is inhumane. This is unacceptable for human beings. Please, all we call it, all Africans, all the black communities will come out. This is a fight we must all join hands to fight, to advocate for. This inhumane treatment to our community, people of our pigmentation is unacceptable. The time for action is now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is just some, as bad as it is already, you know that it's going to get worse. The snows are not yet here. And I'm just trying to imagine how are these guys going to survive in this tent when the snow eventually comes. Ladies and gentlemen, no one, I still repeat, no one should be made to live under these inhumane conditions regardless of the circumstances that brought them here. No one at all.
I've talked about this situation a lot on this channel, where African people come on the internet to warn other African people not to go to the West, because it's not the American dream that we were promised, you know, the ones that they showed us in the media. We've been fed this picture that everything that is good is in the Western world. I had that mentality as well before. It takes a lot of guts for people to understand the realities of what goes on in the West or outside the continent. I constantly see videos where my people, African people, are doing the most to cross borders, to cross seas. They actually lose their lives to go to these countries in the West, the UK, Sweden, Canada, Netherlands, America. at this point in time, you can see clearly that these people don't want us in their countries. You heard what the African man had to say. The people in the West, in UK, only want to speak about Africans when it comes to slavery, when it comes to discovering us, when it comes to them having control on us, but they don't want us to associate with their kids or with them. They can pretend to care for you, not that it's for everybody, but the moment they know that you're from Africa, then the insults come out, then they want you to go back to your country. That's the mentality of most of those people. They feel like we as African people are coming in to invade them, and then like we are taking over their country, but then they kind of pretend to forget. Without their governments, like I said, coming in and meddling into our business in our countries, we would not even want to go in the UK in any way. There's plenty of videos where African migrants are kicked out, they are sleeping on streets, they don't have shelters, they don't have food, they don't have anything in the West.
Here I am facing death. Now I'm being brought back to homelessness. The hardest thing is the cold and the stretcher, because with this stretcher we can't even sleep nice. When I wake up for work, all my backs will be aching me because I'm sleeping on a rod. Most at night times it seems as though we are outside. Empty rooms, empty house, nobody's inside it. If they can tell us maybe we should do volunteer and clean it up and use it, we are ready for it. We don't even need them to spend money for it. We can do it ourselves. They just need to tell us to do it for ourselves. We'll do it. It's very, very depressing.
And it's really sad because majority of these African migrants, when they are to go abroad, they literally sell off their lands, they leave their businesses. Some or most of them are educated, they leave their jobs that are paying them a certain amount of money. We don't think that we can make it in our own countries, and also living in countries where you have dictators that are not doing things that are benefiting you as a country. They don't do things that make you love your country. We end up doing the most for us to leave our continent and go to the West. It's really disappointing that as African people, we are always put on the bottom of the chain at everything on this planet. I don't have any power to stop anybody, anyone, from going where they feel happy and comfortable. But why we share these things is to help you when you get that opportunity to go to the West. Cut your expectations. It's not the glitz and glamours that you had or go to the UK and all your problems are going to be solved. It's not really the case. Even the Africans that are getting kicked out now from the UK or from other parts of the West did not choose that life for them. They went with expectations. No one chooses to go in a miserable place. You know, we all want to go to places where we are going to get some success. But then you see that even these countries that we think or we thought have these positive dreams of us that we are going to achieve are not any better than our countries. I'm not saying we are free in our countries, but there's this kind of grace that you have in your country, especially I would say as an African, as a Ugandan. So when we share these things, it's not to scare you or frighten you or be selfish to you, that we don't want you to go to places where you will get the success. Everybody has different blessings, I would say. But when it comes to African people, we need to know really that everybody kind of not like us just because we are African. And when we start accepting that, probably we will be able to stay in our continents and pressure the right people. These are the people that are setting up laws for us. These are people that are signing off things on behalf of us. These are the people that you know you go on the ballots and vote for. As I say all the time on this platform, the Chinese, the Indians, the Russians, the Arabs, the whites, every other person is coming in the continent because they see that's where the future is. But we as a people, because of also the systems that we have and the people that we have that are ruling us, they are the biggest problem. And I wish us as a people should stop concentrating on these people a lot and concentrate on these people that we have in our governments, that we have in leadership. If we put a lot of pressure on these people, they will start to change, because the more we talk about these people, it's like we are defending these people's actions that are affecting us as a people, because we know what these people always do and what they've always done. But why neglect the pressure on these people? We should be putting a lot of pressure on these people. Africans and black people, we don't have people in leadership that are doing well for us as a community. That's where the energy has to be. That's where we need to put a lot of energy, because it hurts really seeing our brothers and sisters being kicked out from the West like they are nothing. And then they are also running away from their own countries, ruled by their people that look like them. And we are still not benefiting in either places. So how about we put a lot of energy and pressure on these people that only want to come out and talk about sex I'm so passionate about this because I've seen how Africans are treated in my experience when we are outside our countries. So why not put pressure on these people so we can stay in our countries, and us as a people to stop fighting on these internet riots that I always see all the time. Like, I stopped even talking about those conversations because the more we talk about the division, it's more pushed by the algorithm because they do not want to see us united. So I think it's us as a people to start working on ourselves and also putting pressure at the right kind of people. It's no longer these people that are a problem today in 2024. These are the problems. These are the problems. The way they are able to come and stick together talking about sex, I think they can also come out together and stand and talk about things that benefit us as a people. I actually believe and know there's a lot of opportunities that need to be uncovered in Africa, and it's only going to happen if we Africans are able to work with our brothers and sisters from the diaspora. If we can have that kind of connection where we run away from this mindset that the West is the end goal and the best place to live in, then we will start to work on ourselves as a people. But if we still have that big influence and thinking we only have to make it outside Africa, then there's no way we are going to grow as a people. I always say this: unifying is going to be the best way for us to grow. Like I say, it doesn't matter the tribes and religions in the countries that you come from, as long as you are a black person, until Africa is developed, until Africa is free, until Africa gets its true independence, we are still in the same box and we are still suffering the same way. So let's wake up and use our knowledge and mind and come together and grow our continent as a people. I think it's us to fix it, and it is us to fix it. Yeah, that is it for me in the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.